Right, you buggers, here's a cheap and cheerful restoration job. This is a satellite P-base, and it was in a very, very sorry state. I've already painted the body with it's a purple rusted metal effect. It's been coated with a 2K poly. It's got a texture to it, which we're not worried about. We don't mind. We quite like that. Obviously, could have sanded it down a little bit, put more poly on it, put more polyurethane on it, and got to a really smooth finish. But the trick with this one is obviously the 2K poly is really nice and shiny, and that's not what the guy wants. He wants it with a satin finish. Now that's really easy to sort out because we just do the opposite of polishing. I've got just a sponge here, and you just very gently just keep working at it. Don't push down, don't force the thing, because otherwise you will get nasty scratches in it. We don't want nasty scratches, we just want to take off the shininess. It doesn't take very long, but obviously the more you work at it, the more you're, because essentially what you're doing, you're putting scratches back into the thing, so you have to be quite careful that you don't end up just putting a whole load of scratchy circly rings in it. You just want to just dull the surface. Where it's textured, I can push down a bit harder. And there you go. There's it shiny, and there's it dulled, and it just suits this look a lot better to have a subtle satin finish. Anyway, that's that. I'll put that to one side. Obviously, let me just show you the back as well. Obviously, still glossy, but that will look nice once that's been taken down a bit. So like I say, this is a really budget repair job. It was in a really bad state. Like I say, the pick guard was knackered. So we got here just a nice cheap and cheerful loaded pick guard from our lovely friends in China. I don't know what the pickups are like. We've still got the pickups from the old one. We can always swap them out, give them a go. Just in case these aren't that great. But like I say, it's a budget job. I need to recut the area for the access to the truss rod adjuster. We might do something with the pick guard. I'm not sure yet, because it just being white, I don't know if it really suits this, but we'll start there anyway. Get that out of the way and get this out of the way, and now there's the neck. Lovely baseball bat of a neck here, but it's in a pretty nasty state, and so I'm just taking the finish off. That's what I want to do first of all, is just get rid of the finish. I've got new tuners that are going to go in here, so all this is going to get sorted out, filled and prepared. I need to just take a little bit more out of these holes here just to make the new tuners fit, and obviously we'll lose the headstock name there. We might paint the headstock. I might paint it with the rather than just doing the purple and metal finish. I might just do a steel finish on that. Haven't decided yet. So need to clean this up. I've lost my blade that I was using. Okay, fresh blade. Right, so all I'm doing to get this finish off, or start to get this finish off, is just scraping away. Now I could use some kind of chemical, but obviously the danger with that is it could work itself into the frets, and I don't know how these are fixed on, whether they're just pressed in or glued in, but I have no idea what a chemical would do if I tried it, so I'd rather not. Now, once the finish is off this and we're back to bare wood, we can treat it again with some oils, and maybe true oil or maybe just Danish oil, just some kind of finish just to protect the wood. So there's a lot of muck has got into the wood where the finish has come away. And greasy fingers have got in. So you want to try and get rid of as much of that as possible. I'm not going to try and make this look like a brand new neck. But it is going to look a lot nicer once we're done. We'll see how far we get. So that's already starting to look a lot better. Still dirt in there, but we should be able to get down, get rid of that. So it's pretty much cleaned up now. You have to keep an eye on it, because you think you've got the finish off, and then you have another good look at it, and you can just see a little bit of the goldeny colour that's been left from the finish. You want to make sure you got it's nice and even all the way along. I can still see bits where I need to scrape back a little bit more, because, like I say, you can just. Let me move that. You can just kind of see a little bit of a golden hue, not nice, even maple look. So that's all right. We're getting there. But in the meantime, there are some little dings in the wood. Let me just turn that now. There are some little dings in the wood, and we're going to try and get those out. You know, they got dirt in them. It'd be nice if they were gone, because when I put finish on there, that finish is going to pick up that dirt and it's going to show it off. So we'll try and get rid of that. I'm not too sure how successful this is going to be, we're using the old trick of a damp, in this case a damp dirty old rag and a soldering iron to try and lift the fibres of the wood. Now, I've been asked about this a couple of times. This technique doesn't work too well if there's finish on the wood. The steam, once you put the soldering iron or the iron onto the rag, the steam has to penetrate the wood. If there's a finish on there, it won't do it too well or at all. It depends how thick the finish is. But seeing as I've taken a lot of the finish off, hopefully it will get in there. Now obviously, if it's a dent, there's still going to be finish where the dent is. So, you know, that's why I'm saying it may not work. But we'll give it a try. Oops, I'm trying to... Very hard to tell. If it was a nice clean bit of wood, it would probably be a lot easier to see whether or not that grain is raised. Let's try another bit over here. Got a divot. This one might be a bit easy to see, but I can see finish in the dip, so that might not pull up. Very hard to tell. I think it's coming up. Now there are all sorts of little divots along the back as well, the back of the neck, so what we'll try and do is we'll get rid of those once I've got the finish off. Some of the dents probably only go like finish deep anyway, so you might not have to do this. Now I think that's kind of done the trick. Let's pull this one back over here. Let's just... But it's certainly done something, because the layer of dirt that was in there has lifted up quite a bit. Let's try this one. Well, yeah, that's a lot better. You can still kind of see it, but if I keep scraping away, I might be able to lose that. I mean, I'm only just taking a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of wood off the top each time. Oh, that's a lot better. Now, there's probably some magic way to pull the final bits of dirt out of there. I'm not too sure what they are. Yeah, this bit here was pretty nastily banged, so we're probably never gonna sort that out completely. There's a few bangs. I think this has been on a few sites, but yeah, that's a lot better. Right, onwards and upwards.